Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to the channel. My name is karo.lineart or Karo, and today we are gonna draw lizards. And as you can see, this one is quite a very big lizard on the screen. I decided, you know what, alligators are lizards, right? So why not draw one as well? I've been having the itch, the alligator crocodile itch, and I don't know, it's been years since I've drawn an alligator, and the only time I think I drew one was for my dad. So here we are, drawing one. And of course, all of these lizards will have a twist. So you'll just have to sit back and look what the twist is, or I guess I will tell you in a second, but first we have to talk about something else. So this video is sponsored by Ohuhu. They sent me these acrylic markers and I said yes because these are refillable acrylic markers and it's something new that they've introduced, and I think it's really great because I've been struggling a lot with markers just either drying out or yeah, you know, you have one color that you're like, oh dang, I use it a lot and I want more, but the only way to get it is to get another pack of acrylic markers, so sometimes it gets annoying. But these ones, there's 36 colors in the set, and for each color you just can get a separate ink refiller, and it's quite huge because even the marker has a lot of ink in it already, so the ink refillable bottle I'm in heaven. Anyways, you know that I only accept offers or sponsorships for things I like, so I was really excited for these ones, and I was just experimenting. This first guy that we're drawing here, I couldn't decide on the base color, so as you know, acrylic, when it dries you can just go over it with another color, so I wasn't worried with choosing the wrong color for the base, and I kind of chose the wrong color twice because I was thinking, okay, let's go for this more blue tone, but then I didn't really like it, so I chose a yellow tone and I didn't really like it either, so I decided to just swap it for this pink one. So if you're interested, these markers are available on Ohuhu website and Amazon, so you just have to search Ohuhu paint markers, but I will also link everything down below. So any ideas what this alligator is mixed with, I will tell you now, so now is the chance to think about it. Anyway, but I decided to get inspired by a strawberry cake, so I thought it would be kind of funny to mix an alligator, which is a very predator kind of animal, reptile, mixed with something that is associated with cuteness, softness, sweetness, because strawberries and cake. So I thought it's perfect, and plus the shape and the whole design is easy to mix because of course of the little what are they even called? The scales were perfect for the strawberries, so I didn't have to think a lot. I just had to try this whole thing out. As always, I finish everything off with my purple reddish pencil that I love, and I decided to bring these lizards and alligator to the next level. And by that I mean to finish them off digitally. I just thought I could just elevate them a little bit more with more textures, more details, so that is what I did. So I'm not gonna put all of my process digitally because then this video will be like an hour long or maybe even more, I don't know. But yeah, so I will put some snippets from the process that I did, and I did this in Clip Studio Paint because I'm trying the program out, because Photoshop, I don't mind Photoshop, but I don't like Adobe. Who said that? But I'm trying to avoid Adobe programs, so I'm trying to migrate to some other ones, so that's why I'm trying Clip Studio Paint. But yeah, here's the finished alligator. So with this next lizard, I had some troubles or issues with the design. Also, if I sound weird, it's because I'm sick. I woke up today and my throat was totally, well, not gone, but it hurts and it's not doing great. But anyways, I think I tried 3 versions of this one, and it's inspired by mashing coral fish with the Komodo dragon, and I really like how the colors turned out because these were perfect for what I had in mind. So yeah, color wise I really like it, but it took me a while to figure out the design and I almost gave up and I almost did not do this one, so it almost got scrapped. The only issue I have with these markers, and honestly with a lot of acrylic markers, they never really have dark tones. So the darkest one is of course black, and then a purple and a dark blue, but they're not really... I love really dark, deep colors for contrast, so I was trying to figure out a way how I could make this look contrasty with still using the given colors, and I really like it because it also has this pastel-ish vibe, but it wasn't what I was going for fully, but I still like it. And I'm curious to know, for all of these lizards, do you prefer the traditional version more or the digital finished version? Because technically both versions are finished, it's just the digital one is more detailed because you can zoom in, you can go crazy because the brushes are unlimited. So yeah, it's hard to stop sometimes. But with sketches like these, you know, once it's done, at least for me, because it's in the sketchbook and it's just more of just putting whatever is in my head on the paper and just be like, okay, that's what I had in my head, or at least something that's similar that what is in my head, because you know, we could always do different versions of the same idea. I know I will get asked this question, so I will answer it here. With blending markers, I just blend when they are still wet. I put one color down and the other, and then I just mix them and just see how they go. And with these ones, they mixed really well, because also I love when they let the color out, because then you are basically mixing it, and the color that you're using is slowly going back to its original color, because once you start mixing it, it blends with the other color. And you know, a lot of you guys are like, oh, but the tip, the brush tip gets dirty. But with these markers, since the color goes out more, it just goes back to its original color. So yeah, that's how I blend. I hope it answered the question. Honestly, sometimes I don't know how to use words. So when I was doing this digitally, I decided to really try to make the dark parts darker. I also, of course, couldn't resist adding some little stars, little specks, because I think it makes the piece look magical, and I always like that part, even though sometimes I'm like, is this too much? I don't know. But I also had to make it look shinier. I think I was tired and very much just out of it, and the shines that I added were awful. So I was trying to fix that digitally. So yeah, here is the finished piece. This third one is inspired from a gecko, and as you can hopefully clearly see, it has wood elements. So I thought, I wanted to draw some wood, some branches, some tree inspired stuff. So I thought, you know what, I really want to do it, so let's just do it. Because at first with the lizards, I was trying to go for a theme, but all of the ideas that I have were very much not linked to each other. So I thought, let's draw whatever I want and see how it goes. And for this one, I was surprised how easy it was to get the sketch feel right. I had a reference photo of a tree, and for the gecko I was just visualizing the pose, but mostly I had this swooshiness from the reference that I tried to capture in the drawing. So I hope it turned out. There are a few parts where I was just like, it's whatever. It's not like it matters that much, because I was really going for this flowiness, even though I guess trees aren't really that flowy, they're more rigid. But I think what I had in my mind, it went pretty okay, except for the middle part where I was trying to make it hollow. That did not go well. It looks more like the part is just burnt, like charcoal. And in a way, that's a cool idea, because I was thinking, you know, if I dig deeper into this, I could make hollow geckos and they could, I don't know, carry their babies in the hollow parts, or maybe there's something that's glowing in there. I don't know. But yeah, I also was struggling a little bit with the colors, so I took a few other markers just to help with the middle part, but I still couldn't get to how I wanted it to be, so I thought, you know what, let's leave it. I will fix this digitally. But yeah, even digitally I was struggling because I started trying to fix it and then it went into an even worse direction. So I literally had to not black out, but just start over. And the third time was the charm. So yeah, I really like this gecko. I love the colors, I love how it looks, I love the shape, so I think this one is one of my favorites. But yeah. When I'm finishing them digitally, I never want to take away the colors and also even the mistakes that I've made traditionally, because you know me, I love little happy accidents. But yeah, when I scan them, I usually try to fix the colors because the scanner sometimes picks them up wrong. The scanner can overexpose them, so I have to edit them a little bit to make sure that they look like how they are. So when I'm also going over them, I mostly use the colors that is in front of me. So I use the color picker a lot because I already have everything I need, and I really like this kind of process. I'm not starting from zero because sometimes digitally, when I am starting from zero, it's hard to figure out things, especially digitally. Colors can feel so flat and it's hard to get them to not feel flat. I'm still trying to find this starting point that feels nice and easy for me when I do digital art. So I really like this when I can just chillax and paint traditionally, and then just if I want to, I have this option to finish it digitally. Sadly, this is the last one for this video, and as you can see, it is a Cerberus inspired lizard. I had this thought in my mind and of course I had to draw it. So I was really trying to make it look nice and to really get the shapes down, and I drew the first head and I really liked how it looked, but then I realized, wait, I need to add 2 more heads. So it was hard to figure out that the heads make sense and that it also still looks nice visually, you know, because when I draw stuff I really want it to flow well. So yeah, it wasn't a struggle, it was just difficult to figure it out, but in the end I did have to tweak one of the heads because it just looked a little too wonky. But overall, I really like this piece, especially color-wise. I had an idea of the heads being something that they can morph into. So what I was envisioning in my head was that the body part is rigid, so that's why it's darker, and then the heads, the Cerberus could just switch them out or even make more heads, maybe that it's now a lizard head and later it can be, I don't know, a dog head. But yeah, so I was trying to think of something that can morph easily. So fire was something that I got inspired from as well, but I just made the fire very blue toned. And it wasn't like it is fire, it was just inspired by fire. I think there's sometimes I have to clarify because, well, not for you guys, for my head, because my head is like, yeah, but what do you mean? So yeah, it is inspired by, not actually fire looking one. I don't know. I hope you got what I meant. I also don't know if you noticed, one of the lizard's eyes changed very slightly, but it only changed because I showed the sketch to my boyfriend and he said like, ah, they look kinda cute. And I was like, oh, cute? I wasn't going for a cute vibe here. So I changed one of the heads to be more like judgy. It's not like I was going for an evil, I'm gonna kill you kind of vibe. I was just going for something in between that. I'm not sure I got there, but you know, he said it's cute, so I was like, no, that's not what I was going for. But if you think it's cute, well, let me know. And I guess I just have to draw another one that will devour everything. So let me know, what kind of lizard should we do for the next video? It can be anything plant inspired. I was also thinking something that's an object, like, I don't know, a lamp. I'm not sure if I would do that. Maybe, I don't know, but write your suggestions down in the comments so I can browse and pick some. Maybe if there is like a top comment, I can choose that one as well. But yeah, I'm in a lizardy mood, you know, the meme lizard button meme. I hope you know what I'm talking about. So we must draw more lizards. This is not where we stop. We only did 4. Well, technically we did 3 because alligator isn't a lizard, but you know, we'll count it, right? He's cute and adorable. I didn't do too many adjustments for this one because I thought it was already pretty good. I just made the body a little bit darker and the chest part a little brighter, and I also was trying to add this speckled texture so that it kind of gives a spark, like it's sparkling a little bit because they can morph. I don't know, I thought it could look cute and I think it works. I don't know, I was also trying new brushes, so I was just figuring stuff out, what I like, what I whoa, what I don't like, but I think they're cute. They're kind of interacting a little bit with the viewer, a little bit with each other. So yeah, let me know which of these drawings you like the most. Let me know also if you like this digital process part, because maybe one day I just do a video that's fully digital. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and sticking around till the end. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!
Hold me tightly like I was there, and whisper softly in your ear that everything is gonna be alright.